Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you clicking on my video today. I am wearing a cowl that I have previously made and shown you using this yarn. This is Ella Rae Cozy Soft Chunky, and it is phenomenal. Look at this beautiful colorway. This is one of those where they don't give you, oh yeah, they do. Golden Bamboo is the colorway. I don't know that looks like Golden Bamboo to me, but I just really love it. I love the colorway. When I saw it on my birthday trip, I will post the link at the end of the video of when I went and purchased this. It was a birthday trip that I took, and I bought up all that they had. I absolutely loved this yarn, and I couldn't wait to start working with it. And I didn't know, I think I bought 5 or 6 little donut guys. When I did, I think they were like $6 or $7. I did pretty good on them because of the fact that the store gave me a discount because it was my birthday. So anyway, I made this scarf and showed it to you before. It's just a standard, you see it all over the place. It's 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and a single crochet all together in the same spot. And so it just works up real quick. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groupings of that, 6 of those clusters across. So, so this is previous. This was back in July of this year. So I decided to work something else with it, and this happens to be Bag O' Days pattern number 520, and it's called the Snickerdoodle scarf. Now I changed it up. She makes a scarf that's a little bit longer and then puts some buttons on it, and then the end of this side comes up and buttons to it. So it's a real pretty kind of round, and then you've got, you can do a section that still hangs a little bit or match that right up to it, kind of however you want it to do. I chose, as I always decide to change things up, I didn't want to mess with the buttons. And initially when I was making it, I thought that would be a really cute, not challenge for me, but something out of my normal zone. And as I got to working with this, I was thinking about the previous cowl that I made, and the stitching is kind of almost the same. So I decided just to cowl this up and be done with it so that I can share it with you. I don't think I'm much of a button guy, you know that. But it's kind of the same thing. This one has 2 treble crochets, chain 2, and then a double crochet in the same spot. So it's very airy. You can see the play of the colors here very well. And what I decide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 of the clusters across. And you can see just how much bigger it's the same hook. It's the 6.5mm hook. And so you can see using double crochets and single crochet and only 6 rows. This one's treble crochets and a double crochet and 8 rows. I mean, not rows, 8 across, 8 of the clusters across. You can see just how much bigger it is. But see how compact this one is. If you really wanted it to be much more closed up, no little airy spots at all, you could go with this one. And again, if you, wanted to fold this down, make it a little bit thinner, or, not as wide as all together, you can do that. You can really kind of change it up some. But that's going to give you some solid pattern warmth. See how pretty? And then this one really gives a lot of spaciness. So here's where I just went through and did a single, a slip stitch across one of the loops. I only did the back loop. And so if you just put that behind your hair, you can't even see it. And it's very thin besides, so even if it does run its way around. So this is much bigger, obviously, and, fuller, but there's holy spaces in it. So maybe, that's more your jam. You like to have a little bit more spaciness in there. And again, if you wanted to fold this over so it wasn't quite as big, you could do that as well, and then just take advantage of sort of a 1-layer thing. There, it is folded over, so I don't mean 1 layer, but it's not as tall. So, and so you could do, if I had set out to do this pattern as a cowl initially, maybe I wouldn't have gone as wide. She starts, I think it's 36. Is it right here? I don't think it's right here. I don't have it right here. So I think it's 36 stitches across that she uses for this. And you could just do like half of that if you only wanted it that wide and make it longer, you know, or completely follow the pattern and do the buttons and pull the side up like that. So yeah, another successful run with the Ella Rae Cozy Soft Chunky yarn. And this was the first time I had ever found any of the Ella Rae yarn. But since then, like Seven Sisters has quite a bunch, and I've seen it at other, at the bead store in Illinois that I went to, but they come in hanks, you know, hanks. And so it was very weird to me because I thought, oh, you know, Ella Rae comes in a donut. No, just this one did. So to see them, same yarn company in different weights of yarn that was coming in hanks was kind of fun as well. So I still do have, this was only 1.5 or so. This was one skein, and each of the skeins, again, I'll read that information if I forgot to in the beginning, 75% acrylic and 25% wool. It's a 5 bulky weight. The suggested crochet hooks are a 6.5 through a 9mm. So depending on what pattern you were working on, you could kind of change up your hook. I've never seen a range on the suggested hook size before, so that was interesting to me. Made in China for knittingfever.com, and machine washable wool blend, and it is 131. That is what I was looking for. 131 yards on one donut. So this one was just one, the smaller one, that was just one donut, and then this one was one and just a little bit. I didn't even go into half of the second donut. So I still have a half a donut plus 2 full donuts. So I don't know what I'm going to make next with it, but I have been enjoying using this yarn very much. And I thought it was such a coincidence that both of these patterns, done months apart from different sources, are kind of like 2 big stitches, chain 2, and then a smaller stitch, all in the same one. Who'd have thunk it? And so one other thing that I wanted to share with you is just to, you know, see my craziness here. Sometimes I have not marked my stitch, and I go working, and then I realize that I have completely dropped stitches. So I had to undo all the way back, wasted all that time. You know, sometimes yarn doesn't frog very well. So use your stitch marker to begin with and put it in the right place. I had my first stitch marker in a treble crochet, and it was supposed to be in the stitch before that in the double crochet. So I marked the wrong stitch to begin with, and then lost some along the way as well. So take better care of yourself in your work by using stitch markers. It's such an easy step, right? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Stay safe, be well. I hope you'll come back and see me again. Have a wonderfully blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.